Many seniors believe nothing could go wrong with something as simple as a shower, just a moment of warmth, privacy, and routine. But what felt harmless at 40 can quietly strain the heart and brain after 60. Yes, you heard that right. Certain shower habits can raise the risk of heart attacks and strokes, and this is the reality for over 11.9 million seniors each year, where strokes often strike without warning. But if you listen to this episode, there is real reassurance, because these risks are not random. When you understand how the body responds to heat, timing, and balance, small changes can dramatically improve safety and confidence. Welcome back to the Senior Health Podcast. Today we're exploring how 4 simple shower habits can affect the heart and brain as we age, and what you can start doing to protect yourself from the worst outcome. And guiding us through this important topic, like always, is Japan's most beloved doctor. Doctor, how important is this episode? Very important, John, because many seniors believe heart attacks and strokes arrive suddenly. But research from the American Heart Association shows that rapid shifts in blood pressure are often happening long before. And for many seniors, the shower is where that imbalance first appears. That perspective really reframes things, because most seniors dismiss dizziness, weakness, or fatigue in the shower as normal aging. They do not realize it may be the body asking for attention. Exactly. Let me be clear. The shower itself isn't the problem, but it reveals how delicate blood pressure, hydration, and circulation become with age. When seniors make small, thoughtful adjustments, that risk can turn into confidence instead of fear. That really lands. And I want everyone listening to pause for a moment and think about this honestly. Have you ever felt lightheaded, weak, or a little unsteady in the shower? If you have, type a 1 in the comments. So, doctor, let's start here. What is really happening inside the body during these moments? And why do shower habits matter so much for heart attacks and strokes over time? Let me explain gently. As we age, the systems that steady blood pressure and heart rate react more slowly to sudden changes. Warm water, standing still, and enclosed steam all pull blood toward the skin, and the brain briefly gets less support. For many seniors, that moment is felt as lightheadedness or weakness, not as danger, which is why it gets ignored. I hear that a lot in patients who tell me it passes if they just hold the wall. They do not connect that small moment to the heart or the brain. Exactly. And the key here is sensitivity. Blood vessels stiffen, medications lower pressure, and thirst signals fade. So balance becomes fragile without warning. The shower concentrates heat, posture, and timing into one place, which is why it exposes problems that stay hidden the rest of the day. It is not about fear, it is about noticing patterns early. That helps explain why the bathroom feels different for so many seniors. Yes. And this leads us forward to the habits that matter more than most seniors realize. The temperature of the water can quietly tip this delicate balance. That makes me think about how often comfort guides choices without much thought. So, doctor, when seniors step into the shower, what is the very first habit they should be paying attention to when it comes to hot water? Let's start with temperature, since this is the mistake I often use to make myself. Hot water feels deeply comforting, especially when the body is stiff or tired. But for seniors, that heat can cause blood vessels to open too fast, and blood pressure may drop before the body has time to catch up. It's common knowledge that heat helps joints relax, and it makes sense emotionally. But what you're saying is that the body may be paying a quiet price in that moment. Indeed. Also, comfort matters. I would never ask seniors to give that up entirely. The issue is intensity and timing, especially when the blood pressure is already lower from medications or dehydration. When the brain gets even a brief dip in blood flow, dizziness or weakness can follow. That explains why some seniors feel fine 1 second and unsteady the next. Yes, and this is where habits form without much thought. Many seniors turn the water hotter over the years as sensation changes. The body adapts slowly, but the cardiovascular system becomes less forgiving. That pattern feels familiar when I think about patients describing near misses at home. And there is something important most seniors do not connect yet. Heat is only one part of the story. The moment the shower happens in the day can matter just as much. That makes me pause because routines often stack risks without us noticing. Exactly. One habit often follows another, and the body feels the combination more than the individual parts. When warmth meets a system already busy elsewhere, balance can tip faster than expected. So when timing starts to matter, especially around meals, it makes me pause. Seniors often move from the table straight into the shower without thinking twice. So, doctor, what should they be paying attention to in those moments? This is where habit number 2 quietly shows up. After a meal, the body naturally sends more blood toward the stomach and intestines to focus on digestion. In seniors, that shift already lowers blood pressure a little, even if it isn't felt right away. When a hot shower comes too soon, the body is suddenly asked to split blood flow in two directions at once, and that's when balance can slip. I hear that a lot from seniors who say the shower is just part of their routine after eating. It feels harmless, even helpful. So, no one thinks twice about it. Of course, it feels like that. Digestion itself is not the problem. The key here is overlap. When digestion and heat happen together, blood pressure can dip further, and the brain may briefly receive less support than it needs. That's often when dizziness or weakness appears. That helps explain why those moments can feel unexpected and unsettling. Yes. And this is where timing becomes an act of kindness toward the body. Seniors often feel sleepy or heavy after meals, which is the body already working hard. Adding heat at that moment increases the strain without giving clear warning. That makes me think about how many close calls probably happen quietly at home. And there's another piece many seniors don't realize yet. Please everyone stay with me because what happens next when you step out of the shower can be just as important as when you stepped in. That feels important because transitions are where people often lose balance. Exactly. The body does not like sudden changes, especially after heat and digestion have already shifted circulation. The way temperature changes at the end of a shower can create a sharp response in the heart and blood vessels. This is where risk can rise very quickly. So when seniors step out of the shower and feel that rush of cold air, what is actually happening inside the body at that moment? This is what I refer to as the third habit. The body is caught between two messages at once. Warm skin tells the nervous system everything is calm. Then cold air immediately asks for protection. Blood vessels tighten quickly. The heart pushes harder and pressure can rise before the body has time to understand what just happened. I've noticed seniors often pause right there without knowing why. It feels like something shifted, but they can't quite name it. Exactly. And that pauses the body recalibrating under stress. Aging arteries do not soften the impact the way they once did. For some seniors, that sudden squeeze is enough to disturb rhythm or balance. That explains why the feeling can linger even after they're dressed. Yes, because the body remembers sudden shocks. Each abrupt temperature change reinforces a sharper response the next time. Over years, that reflex becomes louder, not quieter. It's surprising how quickly the body learns from those moments. There's something else here hiding in plain sight. Temperature change is only part of what's happening in that space. What is the other part? The other part is the air itself that starts working against the body. That makes me think about how different the bathroom feels once steam fills the room. Exactly. When heat and moisture build, the body struggles to cool itself properly. The heart works longer, pressure stays unstable, and fatigue sets in without warning. So when showers run long and the room fills with steam, it feels relaxing. But doctor, what is actually happening inside the body during those long showers that many seniors don't realize? This is where we turn into the fourth habit, John, and it hides behind comfort. I always ask seniors to picture the air around them heavy with heat and moisture. In a long, steamy hour, the body loses one of its simplest ways to cool itself. Sweat can't evaporate the way it should, so heat stays trapped and fluids quietly drain away, even though everything feels calm and pleasant in the moment. Over time, that quiet strain leaves the body more tired and less steady than seniors expect. That explains why seniors sometimes feel heavy or worn out afterward instead of refreshed. It's subtle, but the body clearly feels it. Yes, and over time, that subtle strain adds up. As fluids are lost, blood pressure can fall and the heart has to beat faster to keep blood moving. For seniors, that extra effort can bring on fatigue, dizziness, or a sense that something just feels off. That helps me understand why those showers feel good in the moment but costly later. Precisely. The warmth relaxes muscles, but the body keeps paying in the background. When the showers stretch on, circulation works harder, and balance becomes less steady, even if the mind feels calm. It sounds like comfort is quietly masking warning signs. And there's one more thing to notice here. The longer the body stays in that environment, the more tired the legs and nervous system become. By the time seniors step out, stability may already be compromised. That's striking because the risk doesn't end when the water turns off. Yes, and this is where everything we've discussed comes together. Heat, timing, steam, and fatigue often meet at the same moment. That moment is when seniors are most vulnerable, even before they realize it. That makes me think about what happens right after, especially in those moments when someone loses their balance. Doctor, why does the bathroom turn into such a dangerous place when a simple misstep happens? Let me explain it in a very practical way. The bathroom combines hard surfaces, wet floors, and a body that may already be tired or unsteady. When balance slips there, there's very little time or space for the body to catch itself before hitting something solid. I hear that concern in seniors who say the fall itself wasn't dramatic, but the surroundings made it frightening. It's not like stumbling on carpet in a living room. Exactly. And that difference matters. In the bathroom, a simple slip can quickly become a head injury, a broken hip or bleeding that the body struggles to control with age. Recover is harder, and the consequences often ripple far beyond that single moment. That really changes how you look at what seems like a small misstep. Yes, because the danger isn't the fall alone. It's what follows. The shock, the immobility, and sometimes the long road back. For many seniors, one bathroom fall quietly changes daily life. That's sobering to hear, especially knowing how common these moments are. And here's something I want seniors to remember. Falls are not a personal failure or clumsiness. They are often the final link in a chain of small stresses that built up quietly. That feels important because it removes a lot of shame from the conversation. Exactly. When we understand that chain, we can interrupt it. The bathroom can shift from a place of risk to a place of support with thoughtful changes. So if awareness is the first step, how can seniors begin making the bathroom safer without feeling scared? It helps to remember that safety does not have to mean giving something up. Small changes often make seniors feel steadier and more confident, not limited. When the bathroom supports the body instead of fighting it, fear tends to ease on its own. The idea is simply to let the space work with you rather than against you. That framing feels important because many seniors resist change when it feels like something is being taken away. This sounds more like adding support than losing independence. That's exactly how I encourage seniors to see it. A steady handhold, better footing, or brighter light isn't a sign of weakness. It's a way of caring for the body you have today, so it can keep carrying you forward. When the space feels predictable, the nervous system settles. As movements slow just a little, confidence returns, and seniors begin to trust their bodies again. That trust changes everything. That makes me curious about how those ideas show up in real life. So, if someone wanted to turn all of this into a simple everyday practice, what would an ideal safe shower routine actually feel like from start to finish? An ideal safe shower routine feels calm, unhurried, and respectful of the body's rhythm. It begins with a preparation, moves with awareness, and ends with stability. So the shower supports health instead of testing it. That really brings everything together. Now, if this conversation made you rethink even one small habit, take a moment to share it, leave a comment, and subscribe. Oh, and watch this next video right now. Yes, please. We've picked this one especially for you.